Guys, me again with another YouTube video, and well, today we're going to be looking at something that might bring back a lot of hateful memories to some of you, and then a bunch of others will absolutely love this model. In case you haven't really read the description, you just click on the new video that we uploaded. Today we'll be looking at the M40A3 from Call of Duty Modern Warfare, otherwise known as Call of Duty 4. Now then, this is the first bolt-action sniper rifle that you unlock in the game, and is one of only two in the game, the other one being the R700, and this is by far probably one of the most used sniper rifles in the game. It's probably one of the easiest to use as well. You have 5 shots in a tube, bolt action, so you have to pull the trigger and then rechamber a round. It's pretty basic. The model itself on the made of Legos is also pretty basic. Of course, it has all the working features. The only feature that's not included in it as of right now is the magazine tube inside the front handguard, but eventually we'll get that put in there. Until then, you're just gonna have to bear with me. Now then, this model only took about an hour to build. It's a very, very basic model. I mean, there's really nothing ornate about it. There's really nothing complex. It's just a straight line pretty much all the way back to about here. You curve down into your little pistol grip almost. And then off your pistol grip you come up stock. And then you have your cheek rest. And then you have your thumb groove. And then you come into your bolts. And then your scope mounting system. And then your barrel. So that's really pretty much it for this model. But laptop screen fell forward. Like I said, it's probably one of the easiest sniper rifles to use in the game. Probably one of the most fun as well. 100 kills with the weapon unlocks the ACOG scope for it. I don't have an ACOG scope built, therefore I can't put that on there, obviously. And I believe 25 headshots with the weapon unlocks the digital camo, 75 headshots with the weapon unlocks the red tiger, and then I don't know about unlocks the blue tiger. The red tiger I'm not sure about. So just starting in the stock here, I have some basic details. As you can see, if you haven't already noticed, the front of your pistol grip here, these parts here where the little dot things are curved in a semicircle. This just to make it a little bit more comfortable when you're playing around with this little model. Coming up off of that, we have the curve coming into the back of the stock. I just noticed this on the actual real-life model. I don't have the reference photo open. By the way, this took 1,023 bricks to produce, so it's not really that big of a model. We have the basic standard cheek rest. Also, it's curved on top just to give you a little bit more comfort. And the two adjusting bolts are on this side here. So this one's for right-handed shooters because your cheek would not want to be against that if you were ever using this model. Here's your rubber butt pad, just in a kind of like a right triangle, but it's more of a flat point at this end. This side we have a sling mount, just made with a bendy tube, pretty simple. We also have the other side of the cheek rest, which does not have two adjusting pegs. And then we have a basic view of the bolt. The bolt goes from my pinky to my forefinger. That's how far the bolt goes. It locks into place in this little notch here, as you can see. Locked between that brick and then this brick over here. We have a nice little jut out here just to give it a nice little depth perception almost. And then we have the bolt itself coming into the bolt handle. And then you have your shell ejection port between these 2 points. And then when you unlock the bolt and then pull it back, the front part here also comes back with all of that. So it looks like you're chambering around, and that's also how you would have loaded it as well. So you could also load it while you did that. Coming down into the trigger guard and the trigger itself. It is a working trigger with rubber band accessible. It's also kind of a small trigger guard, but whatever. Also, you can see the reinforcement struts here and here. This piece here is a reinforcement strut, and this piece here is a reinforcement strut. Now then, I noticed this on the real life model. There's a small little jut out underneath where the shell ejection port is, and it's a little bit of a gray. I'm not sure if that's part of the magazine tube or not, but that's there, so I had to put it there. Coming up into your scope mount, as you can see, it's just a pretty basic scope mount. Gives you enough room to allow a shell to eject, but at the same time gives you enough room to mount this huge optic. This optic probably seems really familiar to guys. It's from the Firefly 50 caliber precision sniper rifle. I just basically copy pasted it on here and changed up where the circles lined up for mounting it, because the when I originally mounted this on here, where the mounts actually were too far down, and they hit the little kind of the curved part right here, so I had to change that, so had to move it. Moving on into the fore end of the stock. As you can see, coming down off the magazine tube, you have this little curve, and it comes down into where your hand would hold. Maybe in a future model we'll have a bipod here, maybe a rail system as well, who knows. Many of you have probably noticed the weird kind of pattern here. It's the grill type piece of Lego, and it makes for a good grip type piece, I would guess. Makes for a good kind of gritty, you could grab onto it type thing. It's on both sides as well. This side you also have another sling mount, so if you want to put a sling, 2-point sling from here to there, be my guest, you could wear it on your back. And then of course we have the barrel, which is also up inside of the stock, so I'll show you guys that feature here in a second. But this barrel is pretty long. I forget how many pieces it is, but it's huge. Now then, I said it was inside of the stock a little bit. As you can see, the piece here comes up and touches the stock, or the barrel, and the barrel comes down inside of the stock. So this is like the actual model, because if you've ever seen one of these in real life, you'll notice it, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I see what he means. Also, while we're over here, this piece is at an angle coming up into the top of the barrel. Looks really nice. I like it. And then the front of it is just a flat piece, if you've ever looked at a picture of one. So this model, like I said, only maybe an hour, maybe hour 30 minutes or hour 45 minutes. I can't remember what I said. Like I said, fairly simple project. Only 1,023 bricks, and most of them were large 1x16 bricks. The one that's highlighted in pink here is a 1x16x1 in the sand green color. Like I said, though, it's a pretty simple project, and for a lot of you, it probably brings back memories of playing Modern Warfare, COD4. Maybe if you're like me, you probably still play it, and that's where I got the inspiration to do this. I was actually playing today, and I was running around with it with the ACOG, and I wasn't doing too bad, only like 15 and maybe 5, so that's a kill-death ratio of like 3. Again, I'm not absolutely wretched, but I'm not really good either, so I'm just one of those decent players that can go positive. So this is, like I said, a very fun game, or very fun gun to run around with in the game, and I'm really glad I brought it to life here in LEGO, because it just looks absolutely great, and I really do wish I could order pieces to get this. And personally, if LEGO would take a gun model, I might upload this to Kuso, but I know for a fact LEGO does not really enjoy whole gun models, really. I know somewhere in their policy they don't really want their employees making weapons or any type of this out of Legos, because it makes the company look bad or something. That's from what I've read anyhow. And then many of you probably asking, how did I mount this bolt? How did I get it to line up so damn perfectly? Well, same way I mounted the same way I mounted the barrel. It's just this L bracket type piece with the barrel in front of it, and they bolt here. Now then, if I were to have the actual model in life, this piece here would probably be cut off, and there would be a rod going from here to here throughout the entirety of the barrel to reinforce it. And that's just a quick little tip of how I mounted that, just so if you guys were curious, you know, you could see it, you could try it for yourself. And just one more thing I wanted to point out before we go. This charging, or the bolt handle, was a little hard to do actually, and I'm not gonna lie, this bolt reminds me more of the MSR type bolt instead of the M40A3 type bolt. If you go look at the Remington MSR modular sniper rifle, you'll see what I mean. This looks a lot like it and not like this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Hope you guys have a very nice day. Thanks for watching.